All right, we have a lot of sanding to do with this. As you can see, we started sanding this part, but yeah, we're gonna get on to even more sanding, just trying to get the whole thing done so we can get it painted as quickly as possible. That way it's still warm out when we eventually paint it.
And we got the paint over here.
Oh yeah, we got the new paint, everything that we need for it. Yeah, this is the new paint.
Got it.
Yeah, finally, this thing is so annoying. Hey, we're rinsing the truck down to get all the dust off, so when we get ready to paint, none of that dust is getting in any of the paint and it's not messing up anything. So we're gonna rinse it down really well and wipe it all off. All right, we washed it super good and washed it all down, and now we're finishing masking it up, and then yeah, we're just gonna put some epoxy primer on there, and after that probably the paint, but not today, obviously. All right, we're doing a epoxy primer right now, and it's a 2-to-1 ratio, and over here you have to let it sit for a little bit to get the paint to activate, and so I think it's pretty close. So we're gonna pour it into this thing and then we're gonna start painting the truck. are wet sanding today. We already did a little bit on the hood. We put the epoxy primer on. We didn't film that because it looked the same as what we did last time. So we just, yeah, we didn't film that. But right now we are getting all the sanding, the wet sanding, so we can paint it on the weekend.
Well, how's it going?
Took us a while, as you can see. It's dark out, but overall it's going pretty good. Yeah, getting it done. Super excited to paint it this weekend. It'll turn out great. We're not professional painters, but it's definitely way cheaper than getting it professionally done. And for what we're doing, it's gonna be awesome. All right, today is hopefully going to be the final day of painting. So we got this new gun right here. Last time we were painting something, the gun clogged and messed up the paint on it, and we don't want to take any chances with this. So we got a brand new gun, and we're gonna run some reducer through it to get, in case there's any oils or things, since it's brand new, make sure everything's all cleaned out in it. But yeah, we're gonna start getting it all painted today. Alright, we are putting on the clear coat right now. Yeah, this is the mix, and yeah, we're just gonna pour it, and then as you can see, we got all the red on. So now we're gonna clear coat. Alright, we got the painting all done, the paint and the clear coat all on. It went pretty good. We did have little mishaps with the few first layers of clear coat, and we wet sanded it and then fixed it all. But this right here looks pretty good. We're gonna wet sand it and then polish it all up, make it look nice. But there was something very unexpected. These little flakes and stuff. We never used this type of plastic for covering things. And so when you were spraying it, this would move around and it would fling these chunks of red off. And so you can see in some spots they messed it up a little bit, but not too bad, which is a good thing. So with this coat, no major mishaps, just a few little spots that we can fix. But yeah, look, I mean, just stand back, we can look at it for a second, but let's take some of this off. But it already looks phenomenal. Here, come around to this side, we took some more off. But you can see, I mean, the paint is amazing, especially because like we're not professional painters. Even though that we have painted cars before, it still turned out really good for just building this in our garage. But yeah, it looks amazing. We're still gonna wet sand it and polish it all up, make it look nice. Once we get that done, we can work on some more detailing work. Like up here, you can see this is peeling off, just looks kind of dirty. So we're gonna get the rest of it off and replace some pieces. There's some other small things like that. But yeah, it turned out just absolutely amazing, better than I could have ever hoped.